I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Aquarius Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those do resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right. Aquarius, let's see what is the strongest message that is wanting to come through for you this week. The sun is about success. It's about gaining a lot of clarity. It's a lot of intense energy. It's a lot of passion. This is very much divine masculine energy. It's the energy of taking action. You might want to, if you know your birth chart information, or if you're interested in that, you might want to look at your Mars placement in your birth chart. Mars shows you what motivates you, what fuels you, what inspires you to take action. You might want to take a look at that and see what comes up for you in that. Especially if you're feeling, if you're feeling stuck, or if you're feeling just unmotivated, it might be beneficial to look at that in your chart. I don't even remember what my Mars placement is, if we're being honest. One more on this. I kind of feel like this is, honestly, I kind of feel like this is a message that you might be dealing with somebody who's really wanting to insert themselves in your life. Somebody who's really trying to have some sort of control. And it might even be, it's being presented to you in a very small way. Like somebody's giving you little hints here and there that they might be very aggressive, that they might be very opinionated, that they might be very controlling even. But it's being presented to you in such a small doses that it's like you might not have even caught on to it right away, but now it's just kind of glaring in your face. Let me get one more on this. It really reminds me of that very narcissistic type of energy, like somebody that love bombs, or somebody that's always inserting themselves into your life, but they will initially show it as they really care about you, or they're really, the way they present it, it's hard to decipher at first if this person is showing genuine care and concern, or if they're just trying to full on insert themselves into your life, in a controlling type of way. Give me one more. The Star card. So the Star card is an energy of healing. I kind of feel like this is almost it's almost like you're healing from that type of energy. You're healing the energy of the divine masculine, in a sense. healing your own perception of the divine masculine energy, or healing your own divine masculine energy within yourself. We all have both, we all have divine masculine and divine feminine energy within ourselves. It's really important for you this week to look at your, the role that the divine masculine energy has played within your life, good or bad, and how that motivates you within your own life. If you have dealt with people that were very narcissistic in the past and did try to insert themselves into your life, you might find that you're very guarded. You're very protective of your energy, and that alone will kind of prevent you from, manifesting those higher level types of connections. It's definitely a message to kind of, try to work on shifting your perspective, especially within yourself, especially what your definition of success is for yourself. What fuels you, what motivates you. And I also feel like this is kind of a message that if you really can dive into what fuels your passion, that's kind of a message to what your path is. But I definitely feel it's a very strong, like healing that divine masculine energy to some extent. I also feel for some of you that you might be dealing with somebody who really struggles like expressing their own divine masculine energy. The sun is strong, is out there, is present in your face. The star is that very comforting, healing, the star in essence is divine feminine energy. And so there's definitely a need to find that balance within both, within yourself, which I know is easier said than done. All right, so what is your energy coming into the week? You have the Six of Cups, which represents a soulmate connection. Give me one more. And the Eight of Cups. It's kind of an energy of, oh, sorry. This is annoying. That's annoying too, sorry. It's almost like somebody who's lost touch with their inner child. You had a lot of faith and a lot of hope and a lot of optimism in something, and now you're feeling very disconnected from it. You could be feeling very disconnected from a connection that you have. Even like you feel like you showed somebody a level of vulnerability and they kind of left you behind. Give me one more. The Hierophant. That's very conflicting energy. The Six of Cups and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is complete structure, tradition. The Six of Cups is that childlike innocence. It's also too that you're shifting from this place of optimism and joy to a more structured type of energy, or you could be feeling very restricted. You could feel like you've lost touch with that, joyful type of energy. You could also be in a connection that was very fun, very just a really good connection. And as it's moved forward, you're finding that there's just a lot more structure. Like you and this person aren't as open to each other as you were in the past. You could even feel as if somebody that you were connected to, a soulmate connection, has left you behind and entered into another commitment as well. Let's see what's going on. You have definitely been feeling very blocked from a person or stuck in a situation, feeling like you're having to defend yourself, feeling like you're having to fight for something. I do feel for a lot of you that there's something really heavy going on with your communication with another person. It's like this person is very cold, very closed off, very detached emotionally, and you might be showing a lot of vulnerability. But in some regard, you both are mirroring each other. It's almost like you've connected with somebody and in all honesty, you could have connected to somebody that really presented themselves as the soulmate connection. They showed you that vulnerability. They showed you that love bombing. And then the minute you feel like the minute that you got comfortable, they shut themselves off. And I feel to an extent too that you might be consistently trying to show more vulnerability to this person or open up to your feelings more to this person, hoping that that will bring balance. But it's almost like you're putting in more effort. The more that you put effort in, the more this person is kind of like shutting down. Let me see. This person is here to show you strength in your own vulnerability, but not in the way that you think. Not in the sense that you necessarily need to show more vulnerability. Sorry, let me keep going. What are your hopes in this situation? 5 of Cups. 3 of Swords. I don't feel like you're feeling very hopeful. You're just not wanting to get hurt anymore. You might be the one that's detaching yourself emotionally. Because you don't want to get hurt. Yeah. Yeah, with your hopes being 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and Page of Cups, it's almost like you're more comfortable in that puppy love phase. Because once it steps to commitment, you worry that that takes away all of that. What are your fears in this? Your fears are Lovers and Queen of Wands. And 4 of Cups. You fear you're too much for this person. You might dial yourself back. It's almost like you're not showing this person your strength. You're not showing this person your confidence. You're not showing this person your power, because it's almost like you feel like to have that level of intensity is going to get rejected. And that would be that divine masculine, energy. The negative perception of divine masculine energy is, the divine masculine energy is that of stability, of authority, of power, of, passion, following your passion. But a lot of times people look at that in a negative sense, because a lot of people abuse that energy of power. Like the toxic masculine energy is that of control. And so a lot of times people will dial themselves back and not stand in their own power, because they see power as being something that is too aggressive. So in all honesty, in this, if you're in a connection with another person, it might have started off really good, really open, really free. And as you're moving more towards commitment, it almost, you feel like this person is more restricted. But in essence, you maybe have stepped into the toxic energy of the divine feminine, where you're over nurturing this person and not standing in your own power, because you feel that taking charge or standing in your power is something that is going to push this person away. There's an aspect of yourself that I feel that you might not be confident in showing this person, or just in general, you might not want to. When you do step into that divine masculine energy, you might block yourself off too much. I'm sorry, I'm probably all over the place with this. Yeah, Temperance is about healing and needing to find that balance. Definitely. Definitely, whatever this connection is, it's bringing you healing. It's triggering something in you that is helping you heal the divine masculine energy within yourself, your perception of your own power, and helping you feel comfortable in being vulnerable, but at the same time being comfortable in standing in your own power as well. Yeah, this connection that you're in, it's like one of you is comfortable in the emotional aspect of it, and the other one really isn't. Like it's really difficult to trust. This person tends to not show you their feelings. Your guidance is to look at what you're holding back, look at what your fears are, and kind of face your fears and let them go. Yeah. The Two of Pentacles being your overall energy. This is just not really being sure of where you stand. This is finding that you're in a connection, that there's a lot of imbalance, that it's hard to get grounded within this connection, or you're finding that you're dealing with the same type of cycle over and over and over again in your connections. The Magician card is feeling that need to feel in control, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. So, for some of you, I do feel that you have a very strong soul connection, that it started out really good, that there was that spark, but at some point in this connection, you feel disconnected from this person. You feel disconnected from them emotionally. You feel like they've become very, very rigid, very cold. And so you're trying to work through this, but what you both are doing is putting up more walls, I feel like, than you realize. One person is taking a lot of action or fighting a lot for the connection, and the other person is not really doing a lot. So there's a big need to really look at the way you and this person communicate to each other. It's almost like you might be humbling. I'm sorry, my phone keeps giving me a hard time and cutting off. And so I forgot where I left off on this. Let me do this real quick. Tell me, what is the energy of this connection overall? Two of Swords, King of Wands, Five of Cups. It's like it's very much in this back and forth energy. Both of you are really in some way trying to protect yourself from being hurt. So there's not a lot being communicated. There's not a lot of emotions being communicated. Neither one of you are even certain where you stand with the other person at this time. What is their energy in it? Eight of Wands. Nine of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. They don't know whether they should communicate, whether they should move this forward, whether they should slow down, whether they should nurture it. They're in a very uncertain place within themselves. What about you? Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. King of Pentacles, you're very much grounded. You're very much, you know what you want. You're kind of standing your ground. There might be some disconnect between you two. And so you might be waiting for them to reach out and like not wanting to indulge in this connection anymore. I do feel that you see a lot of stability in this connection, but I don't feel that you're interested in taking any action and opening up emotionally right now. What do you need to know about this connection moving forward this week? Three of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, High Priestess. Okay, I do feel that there's an opportunity to connect in a deeper level on a deeper level with this person, sorry. If you two are not in communication, or if there is some distance between you two, I do feel that this person might be coming back around wanting a reconciliation. If that's the case, I feel like they're wanting to take it slow, and I feel like it's important for you and this person to take it slow, because there is a lot of emotions that have been stirred up, and overall there needs to be this balance in the connection, in giving and receiving and showing vulnerability, and also in where you show your power and where you hide your power. If this is somebody that you've been connected to, that you're in communication with, but there's been like an emotional disconnect, I do feel that there is an opportunity to open up to and express some sort of emotions with each other. And I do feel that you and this person are talking about coming to a more solid place in this connection. I do feel that this person is wanting to show up for you more. Again, I do feel that there's still a lot of like turbulent emotions between you two. So it's important to let yourself kind of go with the flow with this. In the sense that don't feel like you have to, talk about this change that you want in the connection and then jump right into it right away. Because I feel like you have an opportunity to have something more stable within this connection or within yourself in general. I do want to say for some of you, this is a very toxic relationship that you have left behind, and you're wanting to manifest a new connection. And it's important that you give yourself time for healing from that connection. You have the King of Cups here. This is a lot of deep feelings, a lot of deep emotions. The Tower and the Hanged Man. This is like, there's a need for a complete shift in perception in how you give and receive love, not just from you, but from this person as well. I hope that makes sense. Let me get you some final oracle card messages. Okay, yeah. This is a message to slow down and pay attention. Slow down and pay attention to the details. Slow down and look at everything. Again, if things are moving slow in this connection right now, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I think you're both in this place of discovering yourself on a deeper level, discovering your own needs, your own feelings, your own desires, your own fears. You have this card of pure potential. There's all of this potential to manifest this higher level type of love that you want, but this is like insane, powerful energy. And so with that, it's important to allow that to kind of flow instead of feeling like you have to either dive into it or block it off. Like, it's just really powerful energy. The energy in the connection is very powerful because it is kind of triggering both of you to kind of see things in a different perspective. So give yourself a little bit of patience this week. You have, that's it. Yeah, you have 2 sevens here. Sevens are the number of tapping into that more spiritual aspect, which is trusting in your intuition more, which is tapping into how you're feeling more moving forward. Again, I do feel it's important to really look at your own divine feminine and masculine energy and how you perceive that and how you perceive those roles in relationships in general. I think that this is challenging the way you see relationships overall. And this is kind of like a learning experience for you and this person. And I hope that makes sense. And I love you guys. Bye-bye.